Hello survivors, welcome to a brand new video. In today's video we are back in Soulstone survivors and we've got a brand new build for you using the meta slave, you know, the whole bleed build going on. It's with the assassin. We're going to be using his second weapon, the cursed daggers, and we're going to be using twin dagger, backstab for more finesse and haste. We're then going to run the summon assassin enclave with a bloody saw as well as the surprise gift for some weakness. So let's get straight into it. Every single one of the skills applies bleed, so that's pretty cool. They don't do damage, kind of like how the cluster bomb on the sentinel does, but the most important part is one, our assassin has 25% cast frequency, which is really good for us. I think we actually, wait, what am I looking for? I'm looking for Aruanak. So for this one we need Aruanak first because our bleed is only going to be coming from backstabs. We do have a chance to bleed on hit anyway from it, whether it's from an ambush or not, so we should be able to get some bleeds on hits, or some bloodsheds, and then we're going to be, there we go, ready, thank you so much. So that's perfect, and now we're going to just go and start scaling that, and you can already see just how much finesse we have. Obviously we go the center of blood route and grab as much cast frequency as we possibly can as well whenever we upgrade. So we'll grab the prioritizing cast frequency, we get the backstab and the center blood. That's beautiful. We can start getting that beautiful potency on center blood, and we need as much of it as humanly possible. There are better things to do, so we can add other things. We also apply fragility using our artifact power, but we'll see where we can go from there. So center blood was the only skill mastery that we had. And as you can see, once you, I mean, we got it really early this time, but sometimes it takes a little bit longer to get it. Doesn't really matter. You can take as long as you want to get it. The most important thing is to actually get it. And now we need a whole lot of other things. So here's bloody saw. Let's see, these are swing skills, so we can go for bloody saw as well. It's just going to help with the swing. We got finesse to that. Suction bomb we don't need. There's the summon enclave, and I just like summons. They do get to apply bleed as well, and they got cunning, and you can add +2 to them all the time. So, you know, personally for me it just makes sense to grab them, but that is what it is. Okay, let's see, cast frequency again, that's something we're going to focus on. Movement speed, and the last thing that we were looking for was the bomb. We could use this as well. It is a bomb, but the bomb gave us weakness. So birthday bomb, where are you? There we go, surprise gift. Ooh, on the final reroll, look at that. So we need cast frequency and potency. That's going to be a bit more important than bloodshed, but you're going to see just how crazy things are going to get once we get everything working. But yeah, surprise gift was literally just so we've got the weakness. And you can see them exploding all over the place. And then it gives us 5 weakness. If you don't know, weakness, it means that enemies increased, that receive more damage from negative effects. So it's a very big upgrade to have. Multicast block we don't have, I mean we don't need. We're going to have a lot of physical skills, as you can see. Everything has the physical tag, so we every 25 levels we'll get the physical multicast as well as physical damage. Those are going to be priority upgrades, and we can actually get rid of the damage on everything else and focus on just multicasting and things like that. But we don't need multicast as a general upgrade, because we're going to get it as a legendary upgrade, and one being 50% versus one being 4%, or I think it might not even be 50%, it might be 25%, but regardless of the number, it's far more than the general common upgrade, you know, so definitely worth grabbing that instead. Okay, multicast for the enclave and surprise gift. I mean, it's legendary. We don't need powerful strikes either. Remember, we're going to get the 50% damage increases there. That's rare. We don't need Leviathan, so we'll keep that. Let's see. We need more crit. So cast frequency out of all of these is better. We don't have enough rerolls to really worry about anything else right now. Especially since we're about to hit level 25. and we'll need a reroll or two for that. We might not worry about a +2 to the Summon Enclave either just yet, but we will eventually go that way. So Lacerates are very important. We do get a Multicast over there. There's the Lacerate. We don't need Armor because remember, we've already spoken about this. Armor isn't necessary when you're running these kinds of builds, especially on this low tier. You don't need block, you don't need armor, you don't need Leviathans and all that kind of stuff. You also don't even need the Bloodshed, but we've got the ones that we needed. We got to the common and uncommon, and we can go and change that. You don't need it anymore, so you can banish the Bloodshed. We're now just looking for Lacerates. Alright, this is the last one. We get a Multicast. We get Swing to Bomb, which I don't think we necessarily need, although it does give us a lot of weakness. But bombs work in a weird way. You can only put so many of them down before they... you only allow 30 of them. So the only reason we'd go Swing to Bomb is to get Shadow Dance, which again has a duration. So all that's going to happen is after... if you make it reactivate itself, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. So we're going to reroll once. Okay, it's going to have to be yeah, we can't use the rerolls because we specifically need something from Aruanak over here, and if we don't get it, then two of our skills become kind of bad. So we have to get the ambush and cast frequency. It is a 50% increased cast frequency, which is actually massive for this type of build, for the Bloodfrenzy, which scales off of your cast frequency. So getting that is a very, very big buff to the actual build. So that's why we're looking to grab it and why it's so important to us. So we get the Laceration over there, Laceration over there, beautiful. And we'll get Faydum done and dusted and go from there. It's just another iteration of the actual build. Remember, as you can see, as we're backstabbing the Spider, we're dealing far more bleed, we're dealing far more damage. And that's exactly where the focus is going to be. So that's not the one we're looking for. We have to reroll. Here we go. We get 50%, so increase your cast frequency, and all of your skills with the ambush trait will now always cause an ambush. So we'll always apply bleed, and we'll always deal far more damage with the skills, with both backstab and with twin dagger now with the ambush damage. So ultimate assassin, 50% increased cast frequency there as well, which is fantastic.
Shiny things draw sharp things.
So I mean, if we added bloodlust into the build, it would have been even stronger, but unfortunately the assassin doesn't have bloodlust on them. We should have taken it, to be honest, to be fair, but we didn't. Alright, we actually got ourselves a deep wounds there. So bleed now causes damage more frequently. Potency increases over there. We don't need the poison, so we'll take the magnetic. And then we go for more potency. Again, so even if we land up getting the full damage or full potency out of, let's say, the center blood, so you get to like a maximum bonus, you've got all the damage from it. The one thing that you need to only worry about really is going to be the fact that you get more cast frequency. So the more potency you get, the stronger you're going to get. You just need as much cast frequency as possible. Even if you get a 0.2 second cooldowns on all of your skills, that doesn't matter. You need that potency. Let's go with damage from Laceration. We haven't even received the bleed passive yet. As soon as we receive that passive, we are going to get so strong. Okay, I don't need the bleed on hit. I'm just going to banish it now so we can stop seeing it. We still need some critical strike chance. And we need to keep going forward. Lacerations. The cast frequency there. Swing to thrust. Again, doesn't really help us. Let's re-roll. There's a lethality. Beautiful. Another lethality. More magnetism. Damage. I think we can do a couple more lethalities until we get to 100%. And I think about 200% magnetic is also a really good place to be at. So normally, I think it's like a 1 times multiplier at the start without cast frequency. But we're going to see what our multiplier is at the very start. I mean, I think it could be a 2 times or 1.5 times multiplier. I don't actually know the base, but we'll see. Most of the time when I started, it's like a 1.4 to 2. So with Center Blood already being there with Finesse stacks and things like that, we'll see what we get the multiplier at. Or with the ambush trait already from the assassin. I think it might be at a 4 times multiplier already. Okay, do we need cast frequency over here? We do not, so we're going to get rid of it. We need... I know it sounds kind of weird, but we need the cast frequency as a general upgrade. We don't need cast frequency. This is already on its cooldown, is lower than its duration, so we always have Center Blood up and running. But the most important thing is going to be the cast frequency for general upgrades. So that's why something like your Ascensions are very important. So you've got the cast frequency increase from there, and things like the potency, and then if we get like Epic Relentless and things like that, that's just going to help us overall.
Another step. Don't get too relaxed.
And then it's going to be very interesting to see which skills are actually doing the most amount of damage for us. Also, you can see already we're on 400 plus Finesse. What's going to happen is we are eventually going to get a Finesse to whatever upgrade, and we're probably going to land up taking that because it's going to be ridiculous. We get haste to Finesse as a buff. And then as soon as we take that, we're going to be in a much stronger position.
Piece by piece.
Alright, so we get a potency. We need to lock that because we've got the multicasts. Multicasts are going to be very, very good. You can already see our Finesse has dropped after we lost our bounty. But we don't want to really focus on the bounty. It's going to be like that final push of damage that you need like at a much higher Val level.
The fragment's mine. Another key to the door.
Okay, we need one more. I'm not doing it that one. Nope, I refuse. Okay, bounty, increase the damage we get from it, that's fine. More lethality, the more crit we have, the better. You could go his first weapon as well, which gives you the form on hit, so you'd have that critical strike chance as well. The other thing you could do is just add cluster bomb to any character as well. There we go, we got a haste to Finesse, beautiful. More lacerates and more relentless. Alright, let's see what our cast frequency currently is at 734%. 307 actually as a base, but I guess it will stay at 700 and something as soon as we pick up the objective from Faydum over here. And then we just need bleed to do more damage. So 731, that gives us a 21.7 times damage multiplier. So already 21.7 times. Let's see what it goes to when the cooldown, the cast frequency actually goes off. There we go. And it's at a 6.4. So I think that's actually the highest I've ever had it just on our base cast frequency numbers. But that's pretty cool. Now we go Shattered on hit. No, we don't. I lie. We just go for bleed. We'll just go bleed and bulwark. We can get more finesse, but we don't need it. Now we just look for the bleed upgrades. Cast frequency, general cast frequency, because 21 times damage is not high enough. We want it to be even higher. And potencies on center blood and things like that. So HP is also very good here.
Keep collecting fragments. Detention.
We'll see as soon as we pick up the bounty what the difference is between we can actually increase That's only the damage for those. Let's grab the bounty duration. There's a potency. There's the damage. So we're going to grab the bounty and we'll see what the difference is. It's on 24.25. We'll see what the amount is before we defeat the bounty. I guess that's the easiest way to do it. So we're on about 25. Okay, we need none of those. We're actually just going to re-roll a lot here. Cast frequency, potencies, damage increases for swing because that increases scent of blood. More cast frequencies, damage increases. This is working out pretty well for us, so that's good. More cast frequency, merciless. And it should have gone up, yeah, but it did 32%. We can't reach that guy just yet. There we go. So we're on 32%. And then with that, it goes up to 50 times. So pretty good. Pretty good. That means that our bleed itself is doing a whack ton of damage. Doesn't show the bleed damage going up on these skills because they're from backstabs. So I don't think the game can calculate it. Which is weird. Or it's bugged. It should work, but for some reason it's not. Okay, let's go reduce the time for that. Laceration, more skill, cooldown. Again, we want as much of it as possible. We can increase the duration because that does help us have more cast frequency. And then just increasing the laceration. I can go... Oh no, we don't need swing to thrust. Or swing to bomb. Okay, we don't need area of effect. Merciless is fine there. Okay, what am I doing here at Mhyzahet? Oh, bleed. Look, why am I at Mhyzahet? Alright, look at that beautiful bleed.
Spilled it, claimed it.
Now, oh, we got weakness to fragility as well. Okay, wait, we need the weakness to fragility first. We have to go and do Ironshrrom for the Bulwark, which we haven't received yet. Because we need to go... Oh no, we do have Bulwark, sorry. So let's go do Ironshrrom, which is Felipox. No? No, it is. What is wrong with me?
Let them come. Darkness is my perfect arena.
Pretty decent amount of Bulwark so far, so one Ironshrrom will be good. And then you just do Ironshrrom and the bleed one until you happy, I guess. Yeah, we got more than enough block stacks from Finesse to Bulwark. We could grab one or two more. I accidentally took the critical strike chance there instead of grabbing the cast frequency. But you can see 32.5. And then 33.1 goes up to 33.9. So just like we mentioned, grabbing those general relentless upgrades increase your Bloodfrenzy, which is the point. Okay, couldn't defeat the bounty target in time. Now obviously Cluster Bomb is a whole lot faster, I mean a whole lot stronger, but that doesn't matter to us.
That's one more piece. I'll find the rest.
It's a pity that to get things like bloodlust and then scent of blood and things like that also
Get too relaxed.
just doesn't work. You need rerolls, and you don't have rerolls if you don't have the relevant stuff. We don't need that, we need the damage, that's the most important part. Potency is good. That damage increases, beautiful. So getting as much potency as possible. And that's based off of finesse stacks, so
Another key to the door.
it just keeps going up and up. Multicasting is fine. Damage first, then we can go bounty damage, relentless, that, laceration, potency. We just need this number to be ridiculously high.
Let the battle start for the sacred blood.
Like super ridiculously high.
Through the great void we endure.
Okay, bleed to exposed is not necessary. We're here for the increase all damage based on the stacks of bulwark that we have. And we can go for another lacerate. The only thing is, yeah, we're on 407,000 damage, which is fine. We're going to grab wound from
I've got
the Void King, and we obviously grab the cast frequency from the Corrupted Void Hunter. And then you can keep going from there. We're literally just going to keep grabbing Mhyzahets, and we keep grabbing more of the Ironshrroms, and you just keep doing them over and over and over. You go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. There's nothing else we can really get. We don't have Disarray for Disoriented. We don't have... we do have weakness to fragility, so that's fine. The only other way that we can enhance this is by taking a slow skill. Actually, maybe there is a skill we can take a look at. We've got weakness we don't need. We've got chromatic slash for other things. I just want to see if there is something here that I may have missed. There is this bleed as well instead, which will help us. Actually, that is much better than the backstab. So we'll grab flurry. And then more cast frequency, 0.6. Yeah, 143,000 bleed on the flurry. Definitely helps. It also gives us form and quite a lot of it. So that's perfect. Okay, swing to thrust now makes a little bit more sense, but again, don't really need it. I mean, we'll just grab it because it's there. Lacerations, potency, multicast also now makes a lot of sense, but we want those upgrades rather. Cast frequency.
Step by step, his crown shatters.
Okay, we do have our bounty down in the corner there. I do see it, but we're unable to get to it right now. We'll do it after. If there's another objective that shows up over there, then we'll grab it. Okay, more lacerations. So this did slightly affect our bottom line in terms of the amount of finesse we're stacking, I guess, because we don't have as much haste. But this is on 0.2 seconds, so I don't think it really makes that much of a difference. I mean, it definitely hurt us, but... Ooh, we finally got Dismemberment as well. Beautiful. With so much bleed stacking. There we go. Oh, that Dismemberment makes such a big difference, actually. It is insanely noticeable. That's crazy. Okay, we don't need our bounty here. We just need more Leviathans. Obviously, the bounty does help if you pick up the upgrades for it. Crits now, I mean, bleed now causes more damage. Damage more frequently, I mean. And remember, like I mentioned, even though we got a 0.2 second cooldown twin daggers, that still means we need more, even more maximum bonus from Scent of Blood, because that's going to obviously increase the damage of the Bloodfrenzy. But yeah, from a base of 6 to 10 times, I think that's actually quite insane. Let's see. Grab that. More potency. More damage. Area of effect doesn't matter. Duration we can banish. Get that. Now we got critical damage. We got multicast. We got crit. We've got damage. What don't we have? Cast frequency. I don't think there is one. There's only this. But that is a big increase to our damage, so we will take it. And then, of course, because we're playing a bleed build, we want as many bleed stacks as possible, so grabbing wound on the Void King is going to be inevitable.
I see your powers, Hunter.
Luckily, we got fragility with our aura, so we don't need to worry about that either. And because we got brittle, we could go...
Impossible.
We could go brittle
Falls
to
the serpent yet.
Colossal, but I don't think it's 100% necessary. There's our wound. We don't even need to re-roll. And now we'll just go grab 1 or 2 Mhyzahet passives. So we'll go for a couple of the bleed ones to increase our damage further and see where we can take this.
Offer no place to hide. You could always try running.
Goes from 18 to 62 times.
Keep collecting fragments. The tension is thrilling.
Okay, more summon enclaves is always good as well. Actually, what skill's doing the most amount of damage for us? It's flurry. I did not see that happening. Holy moly, okay. Wow. But that does so much more bleed damage.
The fragment's mine.
This is doing 4 million bleed damage. This is only doing 331. How's flurry doing more damage? Maybe it's just because of the amount of times it hits an enemy. That's crazy. Oh, wait, here's our bounty. Let's go increase our damage even more. 95 times. We need more. We need more cast frequency. More damage. More number. It's so close. 108 at a 5 vials. Let's go. That's absolutely crazy. We can get it lower though. I know we can. Okay, lacerations, more potency. A finesse to bulwark's really good here because that's going to give us more block chance, one, and also it gives us more of the damage from the Ironshrrom. Okay, cast frequency, cast frequency, cast frequency. It's like a song. Take this, take that. Oh man, this is so good. It's just working out so well. And we hit 100 times. Damage.
Spilled it, claimed it.
Okay, more cast frequency, and this is what we wanted. The Bloodfrenzy, so now we deal more damage based on the number of stacks of bleed that we apply. And 78.9 times without our... So that's why, I mean, it makes a big difference, and that's why I said that's why we take it. And this is the only good purpose for Felipox is the Ironshrrom. I don't know why we like to beat up Felipox, but Felipa, I'm sorry, but you have something we need. Crazy thing is, like, as soon as the next set of legendaries and another Titan's introduced into the game, we'll probably land up seeing even more metas or another shift in the meta.
Another step. Don't get too relaxed.
But let's see what we've moved on to now. 125 times. That's crazy. I'm sorry. Like, ooh la la. Ooh la la. I did not see what was actually on the floor there that did that to me. Okay, so because that just happened, the game has forced my hand, and we need to go and get a little bit of... I'll show you. A little bit of... I'll show you. We need to go grab ourselves the brittle to Colossal. Because, you know, if we got Colossal, then we won't have an issue like that again. Okay, we'll just grab the Multicast. We'll grab the damage for the bounty. That's fine. Laceration. Potency. We can grab a little... Yeah, why not, I guess. We're at such a high. Increase the duration. Potency. Beautiful. 590%. That's 140 times damage multiplier. When we have our bounty up, we can grab ourselves damage increase, laceration, and there should be a cost frequency. It's kind of like a... It just happens that way. But because we lost an HP, we are going to take that personally, and we're going to go and make sure that never happens again. And the one way we're going to do that is by filling up the screen with our effects. So because that happened, we now go and we're going to go and grab ourselves Midorahk for the Brittle to Colossal. Yep, no, you asked for this game, so you get it. I did not want to play with Colossal, but you have bitten the hand that feeds you, and now that hand is going to beat you to a pulp. It just happened again. But I mean, to be fair, I was standing still. Okay. Definitely need the Brittle to Colossal. Not that we need it, but it just helps a lot to have the area of effect. Also, I can't really see what's happening here, and I don't really want to lose another life, so we will just make sure that we are staying out of danger. Swing to bomb, it's whatever. I'm not really getting good upgrades there. I don't have a lot of points, and we don't have a lot of revives. I mean, not revives, rerolls right now. Let's go and grab this. Maybe I should have gone Colossal quite a lot earlier, but it's not fun playing without visuals on. Well, it's not as fun playing without visuals on, is a better thing to say.
Another step. Don't get too relaxed.
I still can't believe Flurry does so much damage. It's just because it's like a really fast hitting skill, I'm assuming. Okay, let's go for Laugh. Laceration. I mean, that's also a thing. We don't have a lot of Laugh. So, my bad. Potency upgrade.
Finally, let the battle
I mean, 285 Laugh is grossly undervaluable. Undervalued. We need way more life. Okay, so the bleed bar is full. We can just run around to survive now. We do have the Summon Enclave anyway, busy smacking them. So that helps us there too. We go for the Brittle to Colossal. We're no longer going to have to worry about that. And let's go do one more Mhyzahet. We've got time for it. And that would have been 9 tarts and slain. We can obviously take this much further, and you just ping pong between Mhyzahet and Felipox, between Ironshrrom and Blood Parasite. But let's show you what it looks like with the visuals on for a second, just so you understand why we have to turn it down. We have no dazed or disoriented in this build either, by the way, which is very bad. But the fact that we don't need them, I mean, we can get dazed, and disoriented will be through disarray, which we don't have, so we can't get that. But more potency, more relentless. I actually think that one relentless was a good one, and I never took it, so that was a little bit of a problem there. I should have paid more attention to my upgrades, and we never. Still can get poison, but yeah, 175 times damage multiplier. We could have asked for more.
The fragment's mine. Another key to the door.
The way all those bosses exploded made me think that we were at the boss fight already. That's a lot of laceration, actually. Banish that and just take the life. And that was an instant win. So we had a lot of it. Without it, it's 110 times damage multiplier without the Ascension, which is good because that's what we wanted. We want it to be as high as possible. We have 2,100 bleed damage, and it's just crazy because this does, like, what is that, 25 million? That's 4 million. But yeah, all the bleed is on I mean, look at all the bombs around it, but for some reason they just don't do the damage they're supposed to be doing because they don't hit as often as a flurry does.
Through the
So,
great void, we endure.
only 1.2 million damage. This was at 1.6 million. This, for some reason, didn't increase the bleed total. And a 2 or even higher on that one. And then we'd grab that. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this one. It's been a really fun one to play with. We would stack Blood Parasite and Ironshrrom, and we land up with Bloodfrenzy being on an insanely high cooldown. That's why if you added things like Bloodlust into the build as well, even though all the skills would be at 0.2 already. There you go, look at that. Even though they'd be at 0.2 already, it doesn't matter because you're scaling your damage off of your cast frequency, so you want as much of it as humanly possible. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.